My name is Lauren Eckstrom, and welcome to this Flow of Loving Kindness, a 20-minute moving meditation practice. To experience all of my classes, series, and programs, head over to innerdimensiontv.com in the link below, and when you join, you'll get your first 10 days for free. Be sure to hit subscribe, and let's get started. Today, we'll start by rolling up the back of the yoga mat. We don't always have 2 yoga blocks available, so this is a nice way to substitute the 2-block heart opener that we traditionally move through. If you have 2 blocks, you can always start there instead. Otherwise, roll your yoga mat about a third of the way. Lay your shoulder blades over the roll, and then rest your head back. Cactus your elbows, bend your knees, and allow your eyes to close. Notice your breath rising and falling into and out of your body. And allow your body to settle. It is said that love is a skill that we can train. And the great teacher 𝐂𝐴𝐻𝐻𝐸𝐻 says that we can increase the skill through the kindness that we extend. And so begin by extending kindness inwardly towards yourself through this breath you take. And on an inhale, heel-toe the feet together to connect. Roll to the right, press your way up, and allow your mat to unfold. Come around onto hands and knees, wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. And on an inhale, lift your right leg up and back behind you and set your right toes down at the back of your mat. Spin the sole of your right foot flat. Left hand under your left shoulder, left knee underneath your left hip, and inhale your right arm up to the sky. Feeling the chest open and spread, extending yourself kindness as you just wobble through some potentially new balancing poses in this series. You can stay here or reach your right arm up and over the crown of your head, growing long from your right foot to your right hand. And on an inhale, reach your right arm back up toward the sky. And then you can stay here or lift your right leg up about the height of your right hip. Turn your right hand to face behind you. Remember, all of this is optional. Begin to bend your right knee, reach back with your right hand, and see if your foot might be there to connect with. As you hug your right heel in, you open up the top of the right thigh, you peel the chest open and roll the right shoulder down the back. Take one last inhale. Exhale, reach the right leg back, extend the right arm up toward the sky, and then lower the right hand down to the mat. Square your hips, turning your 5 right toes down toward the earth, the right leg still lifted the height of the hip. Take an inhale here. And then exhale one time, bring your knee to your nose, your thigh to your chest as you now open up the back of the heart. Inhale, reach your right leg straight back. And exhale, step your right foot through between your hands, slipping your left knee behind your left hip. Circle your arms to the sky, coming into a low lunge. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, pull your elbows down towards your waist, letting the heart, the chest spread. Inhale, reach both arms back up toward the sky. And exhale, pull your elbows down towards your ribs as we flow through this one more time. Inhale, both arms sweep and lift. Exhale, pull the elbows down as the chest spreads. Inhale, reach both arms up toward the sky. And as you exhale, place your hands down, frame your front foot. Rock your hips back, straighten your front right leg, flex your right toes towards your face, coming into a modified version of half splits. If you happen to have blocks, you can always place those underneath the hands. And then imagine that your heart could track forward. As you breathe into the back line of the body, the place that we often tense when we're protecting ourselves. And so as if now you could breathe in a way to tell yourself and to tell your body there is nothing that needs to be protected. This is a safe time to be open and receptive. On an inhale, rebend the right knee, shift the blocks to the side if you took them on. Tuck the left toes under, spin the back left foot flat, and cartwheel open into warrior two. On an inhale, reverse your warrior, reach your right arm up and over your head, staying descended in the right thigh. Exhale your right elbow to your right knee as you sweep your left arm up and over your head, and we're just gonna circulate around. Inhale, reverse your warrior, right arm up and back as we move on the breath. Exhale, right elbow, right knee, left arm up and overhead. Inhale, reverse your warrior, pull the right hip up and back. Exhale, right elbow, right knee, left arm up and overhead. Just one more time. Inhale, reverse your warrior as you sweep the right fingertips back. Exhale out into extended side angle pose. On an inhale, reverse your warrior as the right arm pulls up and back. Then exhale, cartwheel the hands down, spin onto your back left toes, and step forward to the top of the mat. Hands to shins, inhale, lengthen your spine and your back. Exhale, forward fold and drop your head. To the sky, inhale, root through the feet as you rise to stand. Exhale, hands to the heart, pause for a moment, close the eyes, and then turn both hands over your own heart. Resting both hands on your heart, you might notice the uptick in the beat of your heart. And just to remember that we are planting seeds. There are going to be some days where we feel more receptive to love and kindness, to both giving and receiving it, and some days where it feels a little harder to access. To know that there is nothing wrong with you. It is natural and important that the heart both opens and closes. Blink the eyes open, bring the hands to the heart. Shift the weight into the left foot, and then lift the right heel to your right sitting bone, just like you did a moment ago on hands and knees. Drop your right hand down, see if the outside edge of your right foot is there to catch, and lift your left arm to the sky. On an inhale, start to tilt the torso forward as you lift the right toes away from the earth, finding a standing balancing pose. Not only are you balancing, but you are opening the heart, and so understandable that there may be some energies that arise, resistance or fear, the play of the ego, and your job in this practice today is just to love whatever arises without trying to change it or fix it. On an inhale, rise all the way back up to stand. Right foot comes down to meet the left. Reach both arms up, take an in-breath. And exhale, forward fold out and down. Flat back inhale, lengthen. Hands down as you exhale, step back to plank, the top of a push-up, and slowly lower the whole body down onto the mat. Release the tops of the feet down, stretch the arms back, and on an inhale, lift everything up and off the mat, the arms and the legs as you balance on the belly and strengthen the back. Exhale, lower everything down, slip the hands by the low ribs, press up onto your knees, and keeping the hips over the knees, just walk the arms forward, melting the forehead down toward the earth, coming into what we call Anahata Asana as you open the chest. On an inhale, press down into the hands, slide the hands back underneath the shoulders, and then lift the left leg straight up and back behind you and drop the left toes down at the back of the mat. Spin the sole of the left foot flat and inhale your left arm up toward the sky. Spread the arms out wide, press through the blade of the back left foot. Take an inhale here, lift up tall. And then exhale and extend your left arm up and over the crown of your head. On an inhale, left arm grows back up to the sky. You could stay here or maybe float your left leg up and off the mat. You could stay here or start to turn your left hand behind you, start to bend your left knee and see if your foot might be there to connect with as you hug the heel in. Remembering once again that your job is to love whatever arises. So that is inclusive of the falling out of the poses that you like as well as the poses that maybe you don't like so much. Reach the left leg straight back, reach the left arm up if you held the foot, then lower the left hand down underneath the left shoulder and turn your 5 left toes to the mat. Take an inhale here. Draw your left knee to your nose 1 time and then round your back so you counter your back bend. Inhale, extend your left leg back. Exhale, step your left foot through between your hands, slide your right knee behind your right hip, and circle your arms to the sky, rising into a low lunge. Inhale as you lift the heart, the chest, and then exhale, elbows to ribs, and you're just practicing opening your heart, your chest, to the extent that feels safe and appropriate. Inhale, reach both arms to the sky. Exhale, elbows to ribs. Sometimes a little bit is enough. Inhale, reach both arms back high. Last time, exhale, elbows to ribs. Inhale, lift both arms back up above. Then exhale, plant the hands down, frame the front foot, and rock the hips back as you straighten the left leg, flexing the toes to the face. So traditionally, this pose is called Hanumanasana after Hanuman. Hanuman is representative of love. But I know for myself and for a lot of people, we come into the hamstrings and we come into a pose like this and we don't feel that much love. So for a second, just love yourself exactly where you're at and trust that it's enough. On an inhale, rebend the left knee, tuck the back toes under, spin the back foot flat, cartwheel yourself open to warrior 2, and we're gonna flow. Reverse your warrior on an inhale, keeping the left knee bent. Exhale, left elbow to left thigh, right arm up and overhead, as if we can just rotate around this soft front side of the body. 3 times, inhale, left arm pulls you up and back. Exhale, extended side angle pose without losing your foundation. Inhale, back to the peaceful warrior. Exhale, left elbow to knee, right arm overhead. 1 more time. Inhale, reversing all the way up and back. Exhale, extending all the way out overhead. Inhale, left arm pulls you up and back for a final goodbye stretch. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, spin onto the back toes, and step forward to the top of the mat. Chest out, inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, fold and drop the head out of your head and into your heart. Circle the arms to the sky, inhale as you press to stand. Exhale, draw the hands to the heart, and 1 last time, turn the hands to the heart. Rest the hands on the chest, close the eyes, and just receive yourself. For a moment, receive your own love and kindness. To remember, as one of my teachers, Jack Kornfield, says, your job in this lifetime is not to perfect yourself, but to perfect your love. On an inhale, blink the eyes open, bring the hands to the heart. Shift the weight into the right foot. Lift the left heel to the left sitting bone. Drop the left hand behind and see if your left foot is there to catch. Reach your right arm to the sky, and on an inhale, tilt your torso forward, lifting your left toes up just to the extent that's right for you as you kick the foot into your hand. Find one place for your eyes and then breathe your way through the pose, never restricting your breath. On an inhale, rise all the way back up to stand. Left foot meets the right, both arms to the sky. Inhale, sweep and lift. Exhale, forward fold, let everything go. Chest out, inhale, reach the heart ahead. Hands down, exhale, step back to plank pose, and on the same out breath, lower down to the mat. Release the tops of the feet flat, stretch the arms back, lift everything up on an inhale, drawing your chin down just a little, lengthening out of the back of your neck. Imagine that you could stretch the arms and the legs further back as you take one more inhale. Lower everything down as you exhale. Slip the hands by the ribs, press onto the knees. One last time, press into Anahata Asana, so it's kind of like an elevated version of child's pose. As you melt the chest toward the floor, the tips of the shoulder blades press toward the chest, and just a deep opening for the undersides of the arms. Press down into the hands, inhale, slip the hands under the shoulders, walk the knees forward, cross the ankles behind you, and come into an easy cross-legged seat. Place the palms face down onto the knees, close the eyes and drop the chin. Together, take a deep breath in through the nose, and open the mouth, exhale, let it go. And imagine that someone you love, someone in whose presence you feel taken care of and safe. This might be a partner or a dear friend, a mentor or a teacher. And you see them in your mind's eye, seated, cross-legged in front of you, gazing right back into your own eyes. And as you gaze at this loved one, internally and silently say to them, may you be healthy in mind and body. May you be happy, truly and deeply happy. May you know the joy of a peaceful heart. And sense what it's like to send these sentiments out to this dear loved one, this dear friend. How good it feels to extend your love and your kindness. And as this person gazes back at you, you hear them say to you, may you be healthy in mind and body. May you be happy. May you be truly and deeply happy. May you know the joy of a peaceful heart. And allowing the image of this loved one to slowly fade. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, exhale. A deep breath out. And slowly recline onto your back, keeping your eyes closed. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly as you let your legs extend. And for a moment, with your hands on your body, giving yourself one of the greatest kindnesses that exists, a moment of rest. Allow this next breath to deepen. Feel your breath in both of your hands. And keeping the eyes closed, rebend the knees and either roll to one side and press your way to sit or rock your way forward and up. And with the legs crossed, join the hands at the space of the heart and bow your chin. Having deep trust that no matter what arose today in your practice, you can love whatever arises, the hard parts and the easy parts, and to know that this is a skill you can train and you planted seeds today. Take a final deep breath in and a final deep breath out. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. If you enjoyed this class and would like to experience more of my programs and series, please visit us over at innerdimensiontv.com. Thank you, and I look forward to practicing with you again next time.